Very good. So, well, for obvious reasons, we're going to say that this is our third lesson, and this is the 4th of August. It's always a good idea to state the date. If you're a teacher, you will know it's always a good idea to state the date and to keep count and to keep our record. Is any one of you a teacher?
No.
Who?
I was a
No.
teacher during the pandemic.
The pandemic?
Yes.
During the
I was
pandemic.
a
Interesting.
labor law teacher.
Wow, how cool.
Yes.
How about you, Romina? What did you do? Or maybe you are just being an accountant as always.
Yes, sí. Yo no doy clases. No.
Very good. It's all right. You don't miss much. It's just a job, more or less. Very good. So this is our third
Pero
lesson about
casi me meto en un momento al profesorado de inglés porque me gustaba inglés, digamos. Pero bueno, al final no.
Yes, very good. You're gonna like it. Join us.
Sí, podría.
Yes, it's pretty rough, but it's a good job. You're gonna like it. You should especially work with children. They are great.
Okay.
Right. Yes, because I'm mean with teenagers. Sorry. It's just they crack me out. They push my buttons. Right. It's banking law unit. Oh, sorry. What happened here? Okay. Do you all see this? We are still working with prepositions and collocations as we did before. The book had very good and very interesting insights on it. Maybe with Adela, you were just working with it. Can you name some of the collocations that you remember from Adela's part of the lesson?
Science of science, maybe.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Science of science.
Yes, science, very good. Okay, Juan Ignacio, can you read? This is another preposition. Sorry, collocations with prepositions. Always be careful with it, because some prepositions can make a huge difference in legal English.
To open an account with a bank.
Can you read the example?
Yes. I have 2 accounts with the Bank of Scotland.
Very good. So now you know you're supposed to have an account with a bank. Do we have the same expression in Spanish?
No, acá usamos en tal banco.
¿Sería tengo una cuenta con un banco?
Yes.
No, nosotros o tengo una
En tal banco.
en
Well,
un banco que es distinto.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we can use we have an account in a bank or within a bank instead of with a bank, right? Actually. What do you think? I think, well, we work that way. We also use prepositions, but in different ways. But most of the time, you'll see that English and Spanish, they work in a very similar way. That's why linguistics, it has got a lot to do with it, and you'll find it sometimes, not always, easy to remember. And well, that's my desire, that's my intention. Maria Victoria, can you read this? The one here.
Yes. To be eligible, I don't know how to pronounce.
Eligible. Okay, everyone repeat. Eligible.
Eligible.
Eligible. It's hard to pronounce, so it's okay. Eligible.
Yes.
What do you think eligible means?
Elegible.
Yes. Yeah, you could say it sounds like elegible. And what does it mean when you're elegible?
Que cumplí con las condiciones para poder acceder a algo.
Very
Puede
good.
ser candidato para algo.
Very good. Yes. Tap yourself on the shoulder because that's the answer for it. Maria Victoria, can you read the example?
You're not eligible for this type of account as you don't earn enough.
Oh, sorry. Yes. You don't earn enough. Have you ever heard that when you're maybe applying for a loan? Do you think earning enough is one of the conditions? I think, well, you can see that it is. So here we are fulfilling what Romina just said. You are supposed to fulfill a condition, so you're eligible for something. But remember that for. Do we have an expression, a similar expression in Spanish?
Elegible, no.
We have a word, but
Yes, but I don't remember.
I cannot think of any in now at this very moment. But you'll know that in the future, eligible means that you can apply for something because you fulfill a condition. You fulfill all the conditions, which is what Romina just said. Very good, Romina. I really like it. You have a lot of good insights. You too, Maria Victoria and Juan Ignacio. It's nothing for anyone. Right. Romina, can you read the following one here?
Yes. To make a withdrawal from a bank account.
All right. So what does it mean, a withdrawal? Can you all repeat?
Retirar.
Can you all repeat withdrawal?
Withdrawal.
Draw.
Yeah, it sounds like draw, which is when you do this, blah, 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 blah. That's to draw, which is what children sometimes do. Well, that's in English. Well, withdrawal, what does it mean? What did you think it means?
Hacer un retiro.
Yes. Do we have the same expression in Spanish? Do we withdraw money from our account? Because I think in this case, it does apply to Spanish as well. Maybe you'll find it easier to remember at least for this preposition, because you take something from your bank account. Although when it's credit, it means that the bank takes it from their own account and they pay it for you, and you're supposed to pay it in installments, which is what Adela has just taught you. Very good. All right. Withdrawal from a bank. Can you read the example, Romina?
Yes. I withdrew 100 pounds from my bank account this morning.
Interesting. So, do we have the same expression in Spanish? Maybe we use the same preposition.
Retirar.
Well, I was actually thinking, rather than the verb, I was actually thinking about the preposition when we say we take something from our bank account. But in this case, I think we do. We say retiré de mi cuenta de banco. And so, well, it's just for you to use a mnemotechnic rule to remember all of those because they are rather important. Do you think it's a little bit transparent? Oh, sorry.
Yes, in this case, yes.
Very good.
It's the same as in Spanish.
Right. Right. Sorry. It's the same in Spanish. Very good. You're gonna have to be patient because my mouse is running out of batteries, and so I may not be quick for all the slides. Right. So withdrawal from a bank account. Maybe Juan Ignacio, can you read this one here now? The following one.
Yes, to be covered by an insurance policy.
Insurance. All of you repeat.
Insurance.
Insurance. Do it with certainty. Insurance.
Insurance.
Insurance policy.
Insurance.
Do we have the same preposition in Spanish? To be covered by an insurance policy? Maybe we don't use actually the word insurance policy. What word do we use normally?
Seguro.
Yes,
Yes.
so we normally use our insurance. That can also be used, that can also be a synonym. I mean, it's a short form for insurance policy. Most of the time, people may say health insurance. But in this case, we're talking about an insurance policy, which is an umbrella term. It can be an insurance for your car, for your house, for your health. It can be an insurance policy for many things. So, well, that's something to be noticed. And, well, I hope it's useful. Very good. So it's to be covered by an insurance policy. So can you read the example?
If I am ill when I am abroad, the bill will be covered by my insurance. Insurance.
Very good, insurance. Right, so now you know. I think this one is easy, right? It's a little bit transparent. You won't have any problems remembering it. It's rather similar to Spanish, so you know that it's to be covered by something, by your insurance. Well, you can always say, yes, we're going to do it. No, we're not. Yes, we can. Very good. Oh, so we have more collocations. Maybe Maria Victoria, can you read the first one?
Yes, to open bank account.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the indefinite article. To open a bank account. Write it down.
Okay.
So
To open
sorry to
a
be
bank account.
wrong. A bank account sometimes. You forget a word. So now you know it's to open a bank account. We just saw it. We just revised it earlier, but I wanted you to take it into account. Oh. To notice it. So you know it's to open a bank account. Do we use the same expression in Spanish?
Yes.
Yes, it's the same.
Well, you won't have any problems remembering this then. To open a bank account. Right. Romina, can you read the following one?
To cover your legal costs.
Well, that is more related to the thing that what I just told you earlier, to be covered by something that covers your legal cost, by an insurance of any type that covers your legal cost. But well, now you know this is the verb to cover your legal expense or legal cost. It can also be legal expenses. Now you know. Write it down for the future. You may find it sometimes as expenses as well.
O sea que se está refiriendo como un seguro que cubre.
Yes, you say that your health insurance covers your legal cost of any type.
Okay.
Your legal cost, I wish they all covered your legal costs. Sometimes it doesn't, sadly. Sorry, excuse me for a minute. Sorry, I'm truly sorry. I'm back. Right, so we are covering your legal costs. That's something you want to hear. Very good. Juan Ignacio, can you read the following one?
Yes, loan rates.
Loan rates. So, do you remember what did Adela just taught you about loans?
Préstamo.
Yes. What is a loan? Well, this is all for you just to remember what Adela tells you. It's a good idea to make a quick recap. But well, now you know it's about the loan rates. In the future, you'll know it. You can see it says loan rate or rates. Both of them are okay. Right, Maria Victoria, can you read the following one?
Yes. To withdraw money from a bank account. Sorry.
Well, in this case, you see that we are still talking about prepositions to withdraw something, but more or less as regards collocation, because sometimes you can focus on either the preposition or the collocation. They are both very important. You can also think, you can also use probably the verb to take money from a bank account. I think that can also be correct. In the future, you may see it as like that. You'll know that it's correct. But always take into account this, the idea of from and to withdraw, to take money. And well, it's so for you to remember for future exercises and for the legal, for the examination, if you want to go through with it. Right, let's see, what else do we have? Romina, can you read the following one?
Yes, to consolidate your debt.
To consolidate your debts. What does it mean to consolidate? What do you think? You can say it in Spanish if you want.
No sé.
Consolidar no creo que sea así.
Yes, well, more or less. Remember that we're talking about collocation. It might deal with the fact that you're supposed to pay. Remember the installments. Don't forget to pay. We are supposed to consolidate our debts. Right, so now you know that's the collocation, the verb to consolidate. You know, if you ever find it in an exercise, you'll know what it means, more or less. So, but trust me, the idea of collocations and vocabulary in banking law mostly deals with sheer exercising. That's how you remember it. There isn't much theory, although that's why we're just revising collocations and prepositions. You'll see that's what makes it so complex. Very good. Okay, we have the final one. Maria Victoria, can you read the following collocation?
Yes. A loan application.
Application. Do we have the same expression in Spanish? A loan application.
Una solicitud sería un préstamo.
Yes. We can't actually say solicitation because that is another thing. Let's you probably will find that in criminal law we didn't actually study that, but it may be a synonym also for a loan solicitation. But trust me, be careful sometimes when you use that noun, solicitation. Right, but do we use aplicación de préstamo?
No.
No.
Oh, interesting. Well, so now you know, in English we use the word application, a loan application.
Application.
And mostly, always remember, it goes with double P. Double P. Take note and take that into account. Because, well, you never know whether someone is going to give you a mark because you forgot a P. You never know. That's why. Very good. So, Juan Ignacio, can you read the following one?
Interest rate or rates.
Interest rate. Do we have the same expression in Spanish?
Y la tasa de interés.
Yes. Well, you know that tasa in English doesn't exist, but they have taxes, and that is not a tasa. That is rather we're talking about rates, how often something rises. And in this case, remember what was the verb, the special verb that Adela taught you?
Accrue.
To accrue. Take that into account as well, because it's very important when you accrue with double C, because you'll find it also in many exercises and you don't know whether it's useful or not. Accrue means also any type of arrangement in which there is a line in which you pile up elements one next to the other or one before the other, and so they all accrue. It can be, for example, choices or options. They accrue as well. You use that verb with those in that context as well, not necessarily for banking law, but you know that it's that it collocates with that. It can be interest rate. Now you know interest rate or loan rates as well. Now you know it collocates with both of them. Okay, Maria Victoria, can you read the following one?
Yeah. A range of services.
Services, right. What do you, well, I'm not going to ask you what do you mean, because I think it's rather simple, right? It can be a set of services or a range of services is the type or the amount of options that maybe the bank provides for you. Provides, that's another verb. Right. We have 7:30, we have 30 minutes. Right, maybe Juan Ignacio.
To make an application for something.
Well, you know that it can be, application can also go with the verb to make an application. You could say to make a loan application or to make an application for a loan. And so you have both of them right there, to make an application. Always remember that. And I think, is this a final one? Right, so now we're going to do a quick, a set of interest. Well, I hope they're interesting. They told me to make it interesting. No. Yes. Sorry, do you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to share it with you. If you want, you can join and do the activity with me. Sorry, do you find it boring? The idea of using an interactive board with me? It's just for you. It's just for me to know. This is all for us just to work together so that I can keep tabs on it. Very good. So, oh, where is it? Chat. This is me. Adela is the account, and I'm using her account because we don't have any other. So you know that if you want, you can join. This is the worksheet in which I am going to work. You can join if you want. Remember it. If you want, you can always go to the next frame with this arrow here, pointing in the upper part of the window. Oh. Right, so sorry, Maria Victoria, can you read the assignment? This is a very interesting activity. I've never done it. That's why.
Yes. Complete the crossword with words from the unit. Use the instruction from the next page.
Very good. Do any of you like crosswords?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So, well, if you're interested in filling in the crossword, we have the instructions on the following frame. So, so take a picture. Can you do it?
Okay.
Take a picture from the instructions, and then we're going to read one of them at a time. So, let me just do it myself. Right, maybe. Well, I am going to work it now. I am going to read the first one, which is across in number 2. Can anyone do it? Can anyone read it, or do you want me to do it? You can always use the zoom tool here on the upper part as well if you cannot see it properly, because it's rather hard sometimes to augment. That's the word for it, to augment the image. Now you know. That's a new word for you. So for example, in number 2 says, if a borrower does not make the repayments as agreed when he or she takes out a loan, the bank will eventually deem that borrower to be in what?
Arrears.
Well, let's see, probably you're right. Although, sadly, I don't have the keys. I'm truly sorry because I couldn't find it. Anyway, afterwards, I'm going to search for them, and then I can check it, and I tell you whether it's correct or wrong. Arrears. Although I'm not so sure, but well. Oh, sorry, you're right. It's actually arrears.
Sorry, Tomás.
Yes.
I don't understand what that means. Arrears.
Arrears. Well, we're actually arrears. It's when you're behind in your payments. Actually, you're
Atrasado, something like that.
Yes, you're behind. You have fallen in arrears. Although later on, I'm going to check it. I think you're correct anyway. Very good, Juan Ignacio. told you. Maybe. Although, if you're wrong or right, it doesn't matter. This is an exercise just to know how much we know about the topic. So don't feel bad if you think you don't know, because I don't want you to feel that way. I'm sorry if you feel like that. Be in arrears. Or it can also be in false. Right, we can go with number 7. If it says here
Interest rates.
to be in interest rates, because I think it's one word, number 2. Although we can actually search for it if we do number 3 up, 3 down. Sorry, yes.
Sorry, I was in 7.
Yes. Sorry. It says here in number 3. I am pleased to tell you that your loan application has been what? Do you remember? I think we just learned it. And number 3, a word that I just told you that begins with E.
Eligible.
Yes, eligible. Let me just
Yes.
write it down. Very good. Eligible.
Pero eligible no es la persona.
That your loan application has been, well, maybe
Yes.
approved. Not so sure.
Claro, pero approve me queda con él. Yo pensé en approve, pero está la
Sí,
S.
no sé.
Yeah, that's
A mí no me
why.
parece- no
Because
sé.
sometimes the same word applies to different contexts, and so I wasn't so sure. I'm truly sorry, I don't have the keys. That's why I did search it, and the book doesn't give any. It wants to trick your mind. But we can actually see if it goes with all the words we need. Well, let's see. Sorry, I'm going to go again. I think eligible is correct because it goes with all the words here. All the words fit. Remember that sometimes the same adjective can be used for different contexts, not necessarily for the same for a person. But well, we could have also used the word approved, and I think it would have been correct, but we are working with banking law. So remember, we are using the vocabulary we are supposed to. So in number 8, it says not many, sorry, do you want to read the instructions? Were you able to take a picture? I'm not so sure if you know what we are doing. So for example, in number 3, it says, I am pleased to tell you that your loan application has been, well, eligible, well, and the amount account will be in your account today. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Which number do you want to do next? Let's do it. What? Or if you want, we can just do it here, and then you upload it on the crossword at will. So so that it's easier to remember. Maybe we said arrears. So we know let's see, you know what I want to be in arrears. And well, pleased to tell you, eligible. Look here, I think Juan Ignacio was correct because read this one here. Which was it?
Or
In number 4, you said it was to be in arrears, and I think you're right because it says there you are in arrears, so that is a new verb for you. To be in arrears on your loan. That's a preposition that I didn't teach you. And interest is what? Number 4, it says, please know that you're in arrears on your loan, and interest is day by day.
Accrue, maybe?
Well, yes, interest is the verb is to accrue. How would you do it in present continuous?
Accruing.
Can you repeat, Romina?
Accruing.
Accruing, yes, very good. So where were we? Number 4, interest is accruing. Now you know, it goes the same way as with any other verb. It's accruing. Yes. Accruing. Are. Very well done, Romina. And I think you did it too, Maria Victoria. I couldn't hear you.
Yes. I'm
Accruing.
doing in the other.
Are you doing it on the PDF file?
Yes.
Very good. I didn't tell you it was already on the classroom, although I think I did tell you that within the classroom you will also find you do see this, right? You see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, within it you will also find all the links for it, all the presentation and the Jamboard in which we are working. That's why I like the application, because you can share it and you can download it like this, maybe like this as PDF, and you can also save it as image. So if you ever want to deliver a class with it, you'll know that it's great. Trust me. Very good. So which was the following one? Eligible. I think we did it. Eligible. We did it. Number 4, we set into account accruing. What about number 5? Juan Ignacio, can you read it?
if you would like to know more about the bank's special offers to new customers, please make an appointment to speak to someone at your local.
Well, let's see. Number 5, it could be local what? Maybe local bank. Let's see. Number 6.
No.
Well, it could also be
Office.
yes, but it's not so. You see what it drives you. That's why it drives you crazy. It's not so
Creo que
clear.
sucursal, no me acuerdo cómo se dice.
No, tampoco entra. No.
Yes, because
Sucursal no sé
the word for sucursal exists in English, but I don't know which one is it.
No me la acuerdo.
Let's see. Maybe
Una
the
vez la vi,
translator
pero
can
no me acuerdo.
tell us. Yes. Branch office. Interesting. I wouldn't have known that. Branch office. Although, maybe.
De la serie de Office. No suena Branch.
No entra.
No, tampoco.
Whoa. Well, that was a good try. Remember, this is all for us to know how much we know about the topic. That's why I liked it so much. It doesn't go either. Branch, maybe BRANCH. No, it doesn't go. I'm sorry, it's too much. Very good. Well, so let's try another one. Maybe we can manage to fulfill at least a little bit. Sorry, can you repeat?
¿Cuál?
Did you say something?
Ah, sí, la 9 puede ser que la tenga.
9. Which is 9? Can you read it? Can you read 9? Romina?
Yes. Yes. I took 100 pounds out of my account yesterday. I made this withdrawal at an ATM machine.
Very good. So now you know the ATM machine. What is the ATM machine? We also use the same expression in Spanish.
Sí, cajero, automático.
Yes, because cashier is another thing. That's why they don't use the word for it, because this is the automatic teller machine. It's a very long name. That's why they call it an ATM. So, well, we can say withdrawal. Trust me, any one of you, if you want, you can always join and do the activity with me, but it's okay. Don't feel rushed. Withdrawal, do this, T. So Romina was right, and well, now we know that you know a lot. Did you study a little bit about banking law previously?
El año pasado, digo, un poco, ya con Daniela.
Right, yes, Daniela is great. She's a great teacher, and she's studying to be, well, she is already a real teacher. She's just starting to be with her diploma. And the word diploma exists in English, so never hesitate to use it. The word certificate also exists in English. It can also be. Well, do you recognize any other? Well, let's see. We said number 9. It was withdrawal. Here we're going to write it down so that we remember. Made this withdrawal as an ATM machine. All right, so let's go on reading. Maybe number 10 says the total amount of money that a person receives in a month from salary and other things. The opposite of outgoings. Which is the opposite of outgoings in number
income.
Outgoing. Well, we can also say income as well. I was thinking maybe ingoing, although I'm not sure if it exists. So you're right. Very good. Very good, Juan Ignacio. I wish more people came to the lesson. Income, yes. Income, very, really good. I'm impressed. Very good, guys. You know a lot. So we write it down here, maybe amount of money as your income. Look, in number 13, it says, how much money are you planning on from your bank to buy a new car? What do you think?
¿Qué número, perdón? Sorry.
Number 13, how
13.
much money are you planning on? And this is interesting. I'm thinking on other verb, special verb that goes with a special preposition. Maybe you will know it. Maybe Daniela taught you, although I'm not sure if Maria Victoria and Juan Ignacio did the course last year. Did you do it? Maybe with another teacher. Well, so what do you think? For example, we can also use the word borrow. Borrow from. Now you know. It can also go as well with that verb. It's also another collocation. So we can say, and which was it? Number 13, across.
Pero no queda bien. No
Well, right. It's so tragic because it actually goes perfect, but well, if it isn't what the book wants or the exercise wants. Borrowing. Are you planning on borrowing from? Maybe he's right. You're on fire, Juan Ignacio. Although I'm not so sure because it says, are you planning on borrowing? No. Although you're actually right, it could be planning to borrow. In that case, it wouldn't be correct. That's another. You see how English works with theory and with grammar. That's where grammar goes in. On borrowing. So I think you're right. Very good. Really good, Juan Ignacio. All of you girls as well, don't feel jealous.
No.
Never feel jealous. Although it's not jealousy, it's envy. Many people confuse the expression. Sorry. Borrow. I'm forgetting the R here. Borrowing.
Pusiste 3 R.
Really? I didn't realize.
Que te corrió se corrió la O. Por eso.
Right. Thank you.
Ahí va la O.
I will be back in a minute. Sorry.
Don't worry, we're finishing actually. I'm sorry that we didn't get to do all the activities. Maybe we can, maybe I can add some of it and then we can finish it next lesson. What do you want? Here we have borrowing. We did 2 borrowing. We did 1. So we have 5, I think. Yes, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Yes, we have 6. What do you want to do? It's 8 o'clock. You tell me.
Como quiera.
Where is Maria Victoria?
Sola.
Oh. Well, Juan Ignacio said he was going to be back, so we'll wait for him so we can tell him, let's not end the lesson so abruptly. My God. So.
Estaba viendo una que no coincide la letra, la 7. I'm repaying my loan in equal monthly installment. Debería ser, pero no coincide con el eligible que pusimos arriba.
Well, you know that. Well, In that case, eligible, either your word or eligible doesn't fit. And I want eligible to fit, so let's search a word that fits. In number 7, which is number 7? I'm repaying my loan in equal monthly, but it should be installments. And so eligible doesn't apply. I'm sorry. But why? But eligible applies. Installments,
No.
although install.
A mí me quedó la
ENTS.
idea de que eligible es para calificar a la persona, no
Well,
creo que
then
ahí decía sobre qualification.
Then you're right, it's installments. I'm sorry, did I propose the answer eligible? Because I'm not so sure, because it actually fits perfectly, that's why. Installment. No, see? No, why?
Con 2 L esta. Installment.
Sorry. Juan Ignacio, we just realized that a word wasn't what I thought it was. So sad. There. Why? Let's do this here. That's it. Install. Am I missing a word? Because I'm not so sure.
Y tal vez lo hizo con las 2 L. No sé, cómo se puede de las 2 formas.
Maybe you're actually right, because sometimes I think it is on.
Si no está mal esa palabra también.
Wow, but we cannot be wrong twice. So I'm sorry. You're not gonna beat me. You see, this is why I don't actually like doing crosswords, but I thought it could be either a very interesting activity. I was actually also hoping for more people to come. Maybe we could have all worked it out together, and it would have been a little bit funnier. But you're actually right. Maybe it's installments with double L, because either way it doesn't fit at all. And well, we can leave it for the next time, or if you want, you can just finish the activity here on your own, and you tell me whether it fits or not, and then we check it next lesson.
Okay.
Very good. So I'm going to stop recording now, and I hope you liked it, because I actually enjoy this activity. It drives me crazy, but I enjoy it.